Hello everyone, welcome back to Speak Now. This is Only a Girl podcast and I have my wonderful co-host Angela back with me today and our fabulous guest, Vinny Lo from Oscar Hunt.
Thank you
for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Vinny, you're a socialite in Brisbane. You're holding a lot of events at Oscar Hunt. It's a great spot. How long have you been there?
So Oscar Hunt as a brand, we've been around for 14 years. We're based in Melbourne. So we've got Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth and Brisbane. So I run the Brisbane showroom and we have been in Brisbane for the past 3 years now, going to 3 years.
And Vinny, how does he fit into this showroom? Tell us about him.
Vinny. So my job is to run the Queensland market, to grow the brand, to basically run the business in Brisbane, within the brand, within the company, and taking care of the showroom day-to-day basis. Yeah.
So for people that don't know what Oscar Hunt is, what is Oscar Hunt?
So Oscar Hunt, we specialize in custom made. So in our industry, we call it made-to-measure suit. So we specialize for male and female as well. So the garment that we make is shirt, jacket, trousers.
All tailored. And what are you wearing today? Give us a little show.
So I'm wearing seersucker jacket, so it's summery.
Seersucker, yeah, it's nice. It can untouch you.
Yeah, you can feel it.
The texture's great.
Yeah. It's stretchy, it's breathable, and normally we don't open on Monday. So Monday is more like a run around, waking up with friends. So a bit more casual today.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I'm on the clock, but I can still, dressed up if someone sees me on the street. So,
It's a good way, yeah. So what do you think of men's Brizzy fashion, though? As somebody who does take time to wear a seersucker jacket, what about the men office guys in Brizzy on a Friday? What can you offer?
Depends. So I think before I can get into what should you wear, and at the end of the day, you just need to know the room that you are in. I guess guy from a banking sector is very different in property sectors, and let alone in the finance.
Yeah.
But most of my clients on Friday, they always call it casual Friday. So maybe a blazers, button-up shirt and pair of chino or jeans. So yeah.
Chinos.
Yeah.
Any type of chinos? You think maybe like a neutral coloured, or what if someone wants to wear a bright pink? What would you pair with that?
Oh, yeah. Colours. Yes, that's a good question.
It had to be asked.
Yes.
Colours. So most of my clients in corporate.
Yep.
So neutral is always a good way to go. So corporates, they do a lot of these on a daily basis, a lot of talking to their clients. And I would tell them the way you dress shouldn't interrupt the way you interact. So I think I always recommend neutral colors. So if you look at someone, how they speak, the way they dress shouldn't stand out too much. However, if they have an event that day and whatnot, then maybe you can have a statement piece in the way you dress. But yeah.
So what's your view on women's fashion then, corporate wear, especially if a woman wants to wear flat shoes? I mean, I love a pair of high heels, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
However, they do get to be challenging on the cobblestones of the Brisbane streets. What do you suggest or recommend for corporate ladies, shoe-wise, outfit-wise, for a Friday?
Ooh, yeah.
I know, it's a tough one. We have this problem every Friday.
Put me on the spot right here. For female, I think it's very wide. You can ask me now. It really depends on which event you're going to.
Brisbane, Friday afternoon, go for a drink down at River Bar. What are we wearing after work? We're coming straight from the office, Do we slip on a different pair of heels? What do
What
we?
sort of blazers are we
Blazer,
wearing?
yeah.
I think if you on the Friday night at the bar, I think put on some comfortable shoe. Because you know you're on day long in the heel, but don't wear it too casual. But maybe a blazers. I like a bit more oversized blazer, a bit
Yeah.
longer over the hips.
Yep, agreed.
So that sort of give you a bit more louchy.
Yeah.
Rather
Slouchy
than,
vibe.
yeah, rather than a very corporate compared to a Monday or Tuesday meetings. And I guess a pair of nice wide leg jean or straight cut. Because
yeah.
so I think when you sit down at the bar, you don't feel restricted and whatever not that is. However, female is a bit wide, a lot more option than men that you guys can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can pair a little black dress, put on a blazer.
Yeah, and I say that because I only can recommend things that I can make for female. So
What
you
can
know.
you?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh,
yeah.
So we make pair trousers, jacket. So like trouser, we have 3 cuts. We got a slim cut, a straight cut, and a wide cut. And they're on high waist trousers for females. And jacket, we have short jacket where it's just above your hip.
Oh,
and a
yep.
longer jacket which is cover your hips.
Yep.
And that's it. And shirt as well.
I saw Kylie being measured up for a shirt. Kylie from Fin Bistro,
Yes.
not long ago. That looked exciting. So you have a blazer from Vinny, is that right?
I do, yes. I got a tailor-made blazer from Vinny, and the reason why I got one was when I go out shopping and you have, you're Forever New, you've got Portmans, you've got these really nice brands like Saba, all the way to, let's go Louis Vuitton, for example. When you go into one of those stores, those blazers never fit me. They were always too my thighs was just like, because I'm tiny. So getting a tailored blazer made by Vinny was the best decision, best investment piece
Thank you.
that I
Thank
could
you.
ever invest in. And it makes you feel confident and comfortable when you're going out to meet clients.
Yep.
That's a main thing.
Yep. Especially as a woman, you've got so many layers all the time.
Yeah.
And we're all different shapes and sizes. And like you, I can't just walk in and buy a pair of trousers and a jacket. I always need things taken up because
Yep.
of a height challenge.
Yes, let's call it that.
And so having a statement piece makes a big difference. And I've been harassing Vinny, seeing when he does dresses
Oh, yes.
and high pants
Yep.
and the vests.
Yeah.
That's going to be on his to-do list.
I think a lot of questions come to us whether what's the direction. I think we try to stick to the tailoring pieces because we don't want to get into too many garment.
Too many products.
Too many products.
Yep.
But you never know, I suppose. But right now we try to be really good at making jacket, trousers, and shirt for female. But yeah.
Menswear. What's
Yeah.
your favourite thing to make for them?
The moment now, I think I would love to make brown suit with textures, just because I think brown is a good color. It's as versatile as navy, as you
Yep.
can see.
But there's also a good brown and not so good
Yeah.
Yes.
colorway.
So that's where textures come in. But brown doesn't have the corporate.
Yep.
It's
more neutral.
It's more neutral. So I always say to client that who hesitate to get on to the brows idea, I say brows never let you down.
Brown never lets you
You
down.
love that, okay? Yeah.
That's a good one, I like it.
So yeah, and I make a few client brown, they love it. So they because men sometimes don't like the idea of dressed up.
Yep. Which is such a shame.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing better than seeing a guy in a great suit, smelling great, Triple One, Eagle Street.
Yeah.
You'd see them come down in those escalators, the lawyers, the bankers, and they're all dressed well and you go, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, the thing is always who are you after work is also where we want to get to know the client. I think brown is always the color that you can just put it on. You don't you look really good, but you don't feel like you're overdressed. Because I think
Yep.
a lot of men hesitate because they don't want to be the main character, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A subtle approach. And what I might do, I know that Sam will cut off some of this, but can we get you to look into the camera
Yeah.
and tell us how you like, what your tagline is, what you like to make men look like?
I always tell when I go to events and they ask what I do, and I always say we make people look delicious.
I love that. That's a
I
great
love that
thing.
tagline.
There's a story behind that actually.
Yeah, we would love to hear.
We
the
would love
story.
to hear. Is that over a drink or
Well, yeah. Is it,
what kind of story?
Oh, no, it's a good story. So when we first opened in Queensland, first of all, I don't know a lot of people back then. So anytime people that come into the showroom, I'm very happy because you're very new to the scenes. So we have these gentlemen that know us from the outside and come up, and he's quite a large sized gentleman, and he's shopping is basically not his things,
yeah.
right? He's getting married, and he come in. First of all, I always tell my client, we just have a chat for now, get to know each other. It's not, you don't have to make any decision when first time meeting me, because you don't know me, I don't know you. Just get to know.
I love that. Yeah.
We have a chat. So it's for his wedding. So his wedding, I think that time was 6 months away, which meant you have time for us to make, but you still got time to think, so to consider, because wedding is stressful. Anyway, very grateful that he come back to make the suit with us. So within that 2 months of making the suit, his kid unfortunately diagnosed with diabetes.
Oh no.
And so just imagine 7 years old get injections every month. So he puts a lot on him, and he did gain weight because he's stressed.
Yep.
So we need to make the shirt 3 times for him because it didn't fit him. I feel bad because he come to the shop and I tell him, hey, can I come to you? And he talked to me. He was like, no, I like to come to you because that take me out of the reality what's going on. So I'm grateful for that. So during that 2 months of making the suit and the garment for him, you can see his emotions up and down. And then when it comes to the final fitting, he put everything on, everything fits him well, and he looked to the mirror and say, I look delicious, Vinny.
I love that.
So from that moment to where we were and to make him saying that, and I just like, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, that's customer satisfaction.
Yeah, and also for someone to say that confidently about themselves to other people. Like how often you go and tell your friend, mate, I look so good today.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. I mean, that comes down to the topic of who you are, your mental health. Then, the service that you're offering, particularly for men, because men don't talk about feelings or emotions or anything like that. Your service where you take the time to know them, you get that opportunity. Vinny, a part of your service is a lot more than just tailoring somebody up.
Yeah. And then, because I would tell, because a lot of clients coming in and asking the question of what trends, who's wearing this, who's wearing that. Because I think I always come back to the client is the more you know yourself, the better you dress. Because you start to understand what you like, what you don't like. And once you know yourself, you're very comfortable who you are. You let yourself being vulnerable. And from there, you start to navigate a little bit better within how you portray yourself to your client, to the room that you are in. And that, it does make my job easier that time. But yeah.
You get to have a lot of very personal conversations as you get to know some men. I mean, that's a wonderful thing because men don't talk about their feelings. So the service is a lot bigger. And working in corporate and in banking for many years, with the broker land, they do talk about, are you okay? But particularly for men, and being able to do that and in a position where you're tailoring them and solving problems essentially. And they're always going to have a great memory. And men don't really like going shopping.
No,
in my
no,
experience. The average bloke, he's not getting tailored up. However, the man that cares, he's going to take that next step. And
Yeah, and I think that the challenge is always is not the idea of I want to dress well or I make sure my client look good. Is I think the challenge always is who are you to them to begin with? Are you just the guy that making the clothes, or are you the guy that hey we just want to make I know you as David, and you know me as Vinny. You don't know. I don't want them to know me as Vinny because Vinny make clothes.
yep.
If that makes sense. So from there, I break the barrier of from a client to a tailor. So the moment that barrier get that blurry is where your relationship get a bit deeper.
Yes.
But yeah.
You hold events at Oscar Hunt. How many events do you think you've had there now?
Oh, a lot.
Well, I'll tell you my experience at one of Oscar Hunt events. I remember the first one that I ever went to. You invited me to, and I actually met Angela there. And this was last year, so you actually make really great connections. People that understand what you've gone through or going through as a business owner. They have other connections for you too, and you sort of build this trusted relationships.
Yes.
And that's what you want in a networking group. So I can vouch for Oscar Hunt events. They're absolutely wonderful. And there's just so many other people that come to different events. You just meet them. And
Yeah. Do you enjoy it?
I love it. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. There's another one coming up soon that I'll be attending.
Yes. You coming? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes,
Yes, I
yes.
am. Oh, yeah, I think you did ask me.
Yes, please. I think when we run event, you're from the outside, you're looking in, it's great, you got your champagne, you got everyone dressed well, everyone laughing and everyone talking. It's from the outside, you're looking in, it's kind of given, it's nice. However, when we run the event, or me run the event, is we're looking at what's the event for. And my back of my mind is always, so for example, I invite you both to the event. We're all busy person, 6 p.m., you got families. Well, I always think, okay, what make you come to my events? What valuable that you basically getting out of it? Is that's the hardest bit.
Yes.
And that's where I spend most of my time working on it. So basically create the room and everything. But yeah.
There's a lot involved in an event.
Yeah.
It's very stressful.
It can be. But I think when we did the event together, I think when you partner with someone, it's the same as business.
Yeah.
You get the right audience, you get the right room. But yeah, that's wood.
I love the space. I love that bit where we used it as a stand. In the wall. That's a great spot. It's so arty. You've got your gin guy.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about him? You want to share some information? He's always there.
Well, we have different. So when we open the showroom, I know event will be one of my biggest part of the business. So I have a relationship with gin, whiskey.
Your jeweler.
Watches.
Yep.
Car. I think that. But before we have him there, we always, speak to him personally. What's special about him? What's special his product, and vice versa as well.
Why partner up?
Why partner up? What does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's it. And we know him really well. Like I like whiskey. I go all whiskey tasting or gin tasting on my own.
Yep.
Just to source out who's the right partners.
All right. Well, we're best whiskey bar in Brisbane.
I would say Sapporo will be the top there.
Okay.
I'm not sure you heard.
No.
So you work on Brunswick Street.
Okay.
It's a little orange store. You don't know if you walk past them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's on, so Savaro Bar.
Savaro Bar. We have to go have a look,
I
Linda.
think so. Yeah.
Vinny might have to take us.
I bring you there. I bring you both there.
Oh, done.
Okay,
Yes.
We're there.
Done.
Done. That'll be great.
Yeah.
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 I think that's one of the best bar in my opinion. Humble opinion.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time during COVID. What's that one in the city with the lion's face? What's it called? I've got a complete mental blank. In Edward Street. No, Edward Street, that little laneway. Yeah, it was
Does it still exist?
taxes, death and taxes.
We've talked about a lot of events that you've run, Vinny.
Yeah.
What about events that you've attended, different networking groups? I know that
Yeah.
going out, doing networking events when I first started my business was very nerve-wracking. I
Yeah.
knew no one.
Yes. Yes.
When you're short, petite, and you walk into a room, how do you capture someone's attention? Or how do you walk into a room and start talking to someone? What are your tactics?
Yeah.
They can pass on to us.
I'm not sure if that can pass on, but I think we're on the same journey here.
Yeah.
Yes, Oscar Hunt been around for 14 years, but in my mind, we still no one, and that will be my mindset from now on. We still no one, because I don't want to get comfortable.
Yes.
Because that's one. So I think when the event that you guys come to Oscar Hunt, you can see the room full of people. It doesn't come by accident. It doesn't come by putting an email out there and then come along. I'm sure you guys know that I go out a lot, and that's just how I get the audience in. It's nerve wracking. It's but if you guys been there, we start going event in the morning, at night, 6 a.m., 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My first week of going out event is I'm going in there as tailors, right? Because I have suits and I got brands and everything, and tell them, well, this is what I do.
Mm.
However, I changed the way I approach people now because I got more knowledge on your business, legal business, property business. So from there, I know, I think I know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And what do I bring into the table apart from what I do.
Mm.
And I think networking is great when you pass that. You pass the barrier where there's no more agenda.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
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 You're curating something special for them. It's like having your friends for dinner, you know. You're actually doing something special that suits them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you go. I always tell. I guess if I go to events and people are like, oh, what's your strategy? What's your kind of attack when you get there?
Yes.
Like I personally, when I go there, genuinely, just really being vulnerable.
Mm.
So especially, I don't even want to. I'm really new to this. Hey, if you know the company that you go event to, like talk about the company. Hey, this event is about, and so forth and so far. But we always pass that. It's almost like you go to a restaurant. You always talk about you're not hungry, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to explain, but it does time to time you get more comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it takes time. I've been networking for many years in various roles, and you do have to be vulnerable, and it is scary, and it is hard, and you have to face rejection. And that's a tough one. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what if with your cold calling, working in business, whether, a deal blows up or whatever, you have to be able to go. And even if it's, oh, hi, such and such, and they avoid you, it's like, okay, cool, I'll just keep going, and you really can't take it personally because people have different things happening. But it is overcoming that, oh, my God, now what do I do? Do I go straight to the bar? Or how do you guys overcome, rejection, objection?
Okay, I'll go first. Rejection, firstly, I don't take it personally. There are times, and this has happened in the past, where I'll go to a networking event, I'll see them on the attendee list of, I want to meet them. I'll go up to talk to them, and they sort of shun me off, they don't want to talk to me. But then, next event I attend, I'll have a friend or a colleague that introduces me to the same person again. And then all of a sudden they're interested in wanting to get to know me. And behind that, I'm just a girl, you know, I'm qualified accountant. If you get to know me, you get to know the tips and tricks that I, you know, can pass on, or even we have the same ideal client that we work together.
Yep.
But they don't know that until they actually get to know me.
Yeah, because I think everybody have their, you know, I guess judgmental when you say you're a tailor, you're accountant,
Yep.
you do finance. But the thing what I always asking is this is the question that I always ask if I don't understand the business. Always, can you please explain to me like a golden retrievers? And they laugh and there you go.
Yeah.
So you break that's the icebreaker that I always do.
I love it.
And the fact that they really they love it because they know that you are interested in their business.
Genuinely interested.
Genuinely, I really try to understand, because I think from years of having a network, I can see who I can introduce to them to, but I can't do that if I don't understand your business.
Yep.
So from there, they really simplify what they do, and you explain and they explain, and the conversation went back and forth, and that's make the night or the conversation become more interesting, like what we're doing right now. But yeah.
Good, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, networking is a challenge, but there's so many things on all the time, and some really great things happening as well. We've had a great start to the year. We met. Oh, did you come? No, you didn't come last year to the Multicultural Awards.
No, I didn't.
That
This will be my
This will be the first
one.
time.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Are
I'll
you
be there.
going?
Yeah, I'll be there, and
Wonderful. Yeah.
Are you dressing in a traditional cultural outfit? What are you wearing?
Is it November? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not long, next month.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same week as Melbourne Cup.
Yes, I think I'm sponsoring that event as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So I think so.
Yeah.
This is my calendar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still be in suit.
So you're sponsoring the Multicultural Awards.
Is it with in City Hall?
Yep, City Hall, yep.
Yep.
That was a good event. Last year it was just fabulous. All the costumes, the traditional, music and the opening. It was just marvellous. I can't wait to go again this year. And we have another one beforehand. Do you remember Sasha? You've met Sasha that does valuations?
Yes.
House valuations? Yep. So on the same day, she's speaking at an event that we're going to attend. So we're going to go from one event to the Multicultural Awards.
Yeah, wow.
We might be in suits all day too.
Yeah, they can get long.
Yes.
I've never been to one. I'm excited. It's formal wear, isn't it?
Yes, we have to get changed, I think, somewhere, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we can have a chat, definitely.
Okay, there you go.
We might have to drop into the Oscar Hunt to get changed. Borrow a suit.
Yeah. That's good.
Vinny, tell us a bit about yourself then. Okay, what drives you to do this every day? This is not a normal...
Yeah, I think it's almost, I always talk to myself what would you do if you're in a corner? What would you do? So I'm in this industry about 8 years now. I study costume. My dad used to make shoe.
Yeah.
So I'm growing up pretty much in the retail family. And I quit my industry for 2 years is because sometimes it's not you love it, but in the environment that you're in is you don't like the cultures and whatnot. Where I am right now, I'm very fortunate to work with a great team, and you don't feel like you walk on eggshells every day. I think that's very important, and that's all we have. That's all I have.
I love that. I love that you brought up team culture too, because sometimes when you're running a business, when you're by yourself, it's very hard to expand and grow. But when you have a team member working with you that believes in you, believes in your brand, has the right attitude, the right everything.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's when it's almost like cooking a dinner for a friend that you love. You're tiring, You know, you're like, oh, I have to cook these dinners, but you know what? You're thinking about you think about the conversation that you're gonna have.
Yes.
You put a lot more effort into the meal, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. All that love.
All that love, right? Yes, it can sound very woo-woo.
Yeah. But it's true though, but it's a human connection. Like, you know you want to work with someone because you trust them or they make you feel good around you or the vibe's right. It's the woo-woo. It really is.
It is tough. It's not... I'm not gonna say every day is a lovely day. Every day is event day. Not every day Christmas. That's what we say in retail. It's almost like that's all I have. I mean, the corner that the only way that is go up. The way to go up is up. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'm good at, and I can see the value of what I do, and it's a marathon. So you just have to get up. But definitely there are some tough days.
What do you do on your tough day? What gets Vinny out of a hole? Who do you call?
But,
Who's you go to on a tough day? Is it a meme to a friend? Is it a phone call? Is it a text?
I think first my wife.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's actually it.
It's first my wife, lovely Emma. And I think your team, because they know, they I'm sure you guys, we do this more time alone. Only someone that in your shoe.
Yep.
Yes. Will not understand, but they get what you sort of are going through, and mindset.
Yes.
Having the right mindset to continue working, even though you might have a personal issue that you need to leave at that door.
Yep.
As you come in, you have a full day of tailoring and meeting people.
Smiling.
Your energy got to be high because you get into the shop. It's same with you guys. You don't want to you don't want to bring bad energy to a meeting.
No, you don't, because that is the meeting. The bad energy continues in that meeting.
And I learned this from a lot of my clients. A lot of my clients are, I don't do names here, but they're on high profile.
Yeah.
And you meet them, you're like, you are so nice, you're so great. And I think when you ask them how you been, and recently sometimes they have family issue, they have this, and you're like, wow, and you're still showing up.
Yeah.
And you look at yourself, I'm not that bad.
It's true. Showing up for yourself is the biggest thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And understanding that you control the day, control the vibe, and we all go through those ebbs and flows. But the ebbs and the flows, that's what make it worthwhile. It's your experience, it's your story, and you can look back and go, oh, wow, that was really hard, and look where I am now, and look at the next 5 years and where I'm headed and what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to aspire to be. So with your next 5 years, what do you see for yourself?
Ooh. We see the brand still very grow, pretty much become like a household name in Brisbane as once. However, I want to build Oscar Hunt that people know, not just for the quality, not just for the service, and so someone that sometimes you go out and you, like, I guess when you approach professional services like yourself, you get someone that can taken care of, taking care. So I say to all my clients, and yes, I guess we are in the luxury level of boutiques. And to me, luxury is not about the way I look. It's not about the showroom, the water, the champagne. But luxury to me is that feeling that you know that you are being taken care. Because I away from my family most of my life. So I've been young, 12 years old, live in Singapore. So, and yes, we've been to a hotel, we've been to all the places. But when you get to home and you meet your mom and your dad and you feel that they're taking care of you, oh man, that's
the best feeling.
That's luxury.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to me, that's what luxury is all about. So I want to build a brand to the point where people coming in, the luxury is like home. So something goes wrong, I'm here.
Yeah.
You can tell me.
You're the 911.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To the certain extent, right? but you feel like you want to change yourself. You feel like, you know what, I want to dress better. I feel like I'm not comfortable in the room that I am in. You can call me up.
Oh, Vinny, my
Yeah.
circumstances
Yeah.
have changed. I'm ready for a new season suit. Hey, summer's around the corner. What do you recommend?
Yeah, summer comes around. Oh yeah, linen blend is always recommend. So
Linen?
so I think that's what I make for you. Linen blend with wool.
Yep.
So linen give you that breathable, give you that texture that you can pair with everything.
Yes.
Wool to stable the whole thing, so it doesn't crease too bad.
Yep.
I don't believe your jacket
No.
crease exactly.
Still pristine condition.
So there you go. So I think if you go around shopping around, you don't have to shop with me, but you ask for, you know, linen, wool silk linen is the best fabric that you can wear during summer. But yeah.
That's some good advice.
Mm.
I'm going to ask something controversial.
Yeah.
So when you're walking on the street and
Yes.
you see people in suits, do you
Yes.
sort of judge them?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's laughing. He totally is. He's measuring looking at the stitching down the bottom.
Yeah, look at the stitching, because there are so many different suits out there on the market, and sometimes you look at someone and you go, that suit doesn't suit you because it's bursting at the seams.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Or it's
not
too big.
fitted. It's too big.
Yep.
Too tight.
Yep.
It's out of fashion because it's
Yep.
there was someone that actually wore a pinstriped suit.
Mm.
A very
To your face.
To my face. Like
Yeah.
they've come to this would probably be a networking event ages ago. They're a mortgage broker. They wore a pinstriped suit,
Yep.
jacket,
Yep.
pants with the little,
Mm.
you know,
Uh,
old fashioned.
It's come with a job. I think it's come with a job where you look at suits all day long. However, I always look on the street. The way I look at people is, you know, when you go outside and you see like, wow, she owned that
outfit.
look.
Yep.
She got the confidence, right?
Yep.
It doesn't matter what she make or what she wear, but you look at the way I dress, or the way I would recommend people don't dress. To dress in the way that people want to come up to you and say hello. They don't
Yeah.
feel like
It's intrusive. Coming to you. Yeah.
intimidating by the way you
Yeah,
dress.
yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you have to dress casually or dress down. You dress the way that, you know what, you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, when you look into the mirror, like you love yourself. Because, if I go down to the technical side, it's not very healthy mindset for myself, does it?
For your mental health. Well, that means you're a specialist in what you do and you take pride in your jobs, and that's a wonderful thing. Nothing wrong with looking and comparing, and it is a benchmark of, you know, where you want to be and what you want to do. And if you see something, go, oh wow, that's a great suit. I wonder how they did that. Oh wow, that suit needs to go. I wish I could have talked to that person. You know.
Yeah, and people get, you know, insecurity about the way they look, and I think the end of the day is, client come to me, oh Vinny, I got odd body, and I will tell them, like, we all odd, no one perfect.
Yeah.
We all special.
Yeah, right.
You know, you take it or live it. But you got to be really taking of yourself. You look fresh. You look energized. So even I tell my wife, man, babe, you know, do makeup, do your nail, take care of yourself. It's not about showing off to people, but hey, smell great. Do lipsticks. Don't let go of it. 2
lipsticks, 5 lip glosses, whatever makes you feel confident.
Yep.
Confident in yourself.
Got a friend who's a hairdresser, and she does lashes and nails and weaves and all that sort of stuff. And women will always spend money on looking good. Like
Yes.
when you feel bad, you know, whether you're online shopping, order some lipstick or whatever, clothing, you know, when you feel good, just a little bit, or but, you know, it can make a world of difference. And it's crazy, hey? It's such a, you know, because it's your spirit inside.
Yeah.
But when you've got your favourite shoes on or your favourite T-shirt or whatever it is, suddenly you're like, maybe this is who I am, or, you know.
It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be a great day.
So this is come back to the way I measure to a client. So, for example, I tell my client there are 2 ways of knowing yourself that you're well presented. So obviously one way you got your mirror in front of you that you go out there, how you look at it. However, there's always a bit more, and it's your subconsciously. So when you go on the street, what made you subconsciously telling yourself that, hey, it's me? Very little things. So for example, when I do my when I measure for shirt for sleeve, yes, by right is where your wrist end with your thumbs, but I always go a little bit more. It doesn't do much different, but it do with your subconsciously that the shirt that is long enough.
Yes.
And funny enough, the client always say that because when you make it right, they kind of, oh, that's a bit short. But you make the touch longer, it doesn't mean much. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
But that just do so much for your subconscious.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
It's
sense.
so true, isn't it? It's
Sometimes
part of
when you reach out your hand, your shirt rises up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Even your trousers, your dress, I'm sure like your skirt, they go a certain length and they go a bit more. It's always like,
yes.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find the skirt or a dress that's a perfect length. It's either too
Yeah.
much above the knee, or when you're short, too far below, and you can never get it right.
And trust me, people that looking, they don't know.
No. But you're feeling it though, because you're
Yes.
sitting there going,
You're
I feel like I'm wearing
Yeah.
a curtain or whatever. You don't feel.
You don't feel confident.
Yeah.
It's back to being confident.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I always emphasize on with client. This the color is nice. This fabric is great and all that stuff. But take this away.
Yeah.
What's you But
How you feel in it. That's the most important too.
yeah, that is even especially my wife when she go and cut her hair or she doing this. I just say yes.
Just say yes.
Should I do this? Should I do that? I just say yes. I guess I come in, but you always look beautiful to me. You're always amazing female to me, right? But what made you walk out on the street and you confident? That's I can't.
You can't give that to someone else. That's for yourself.
Yeah.
Love that. Oh wow! I feel like I need to invoice you for that, or anyone else needs to. Thanks, Vinny, for that psych session. Booking a
thank you
shirt
for
and a.
Yes.
But yeah, even if we talk about men's mental health and we can capture some of this, I think it's really great because coming from banking and finance and things, we'd always have somebody in to talk to men, particularly around that. And you're having first-hand experience, helping men feel good about themselves, dressing well, feeling good, and when they can talk to you about personal things, it's an outlet. And they don't talk to their wives always. And maybe it's a different demographic. Maybe the younger generation of guys do. My generation, not so much. I don't know, Vinny. Well, how about your mates?
So
culturally, I guess, as well,
So one of the best way that make my client comfortable is, first of all, we call it having let myself vulnerable in front of them first. Because a lot of people come into the suit shop, it can get intimidating, right? Because the show look good, I look good, and it seemed like a perfect setting. And, and you're like, your hair together.
Oh my gosh, I've got to be in front of Vinny now.
Yeah, so a lot of people are asking me, oh, what should I wear, and all that stuff. I want to tell them jokingly, oh, as long as you're not naked, I'm fine. But I think when you come to my showroom and the first conversation, yes, we get to know you and all that stuff, but so ask me how you met. Oh, yeah. And I always let myself vulnerable, like, hey, this week's good, not so good. And I always, honestly, if I don't know, I just, I got no idea on that part. And then I think that led you to become more relatable to a client.
Yeah. I'm getting my blazer tailored by you, Vinny. It was when you go into a showroom and you see Vinny in his very nice jackets, and you see Tom as well sitting there in his nice suits. You do feel very nervous, but the process on how you do it and the way you talk about the different fabrics, it's not so overwhelming. So you give me the opportunity to actually review it, touch it, feel it. You don't pressure me.
Yep.
Whereas some tailors maybe, okay, right, we've only got a half an hour slot. We have to get it done in and out. But no, it was very casual, very relaxed, and I didn't even realize they even finished the tailoring, the measuring up. It was so good. I loved the experience.
Yep.
Loved it.
And one thing I never say in my showroom is I never say trust me. Yeah, it's almost like how can I earn that trust, right? How can I prove myself to you? And then if you let it sound like you don't gain from the client, but client want, you need to work with the client, and you cannot shorten that time frame, because I always say when you trust me, it's got easier, but you cannot. There's no shortcut from I need a suit to point. Okay, I confidently go with Vinny. You cannot shortcut that time frame. That's why I always say, mate, I'll tell you what I do. This is the pros and cons. This is, I guess, the cost, and you let them, judge themselves, because it can be tough. I mean, whenever we make big financial decision.
Yep.
Trust is everything, because you cannot feel it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep. Well, that's some good business there, Vinny.
I know. That's what I learned, but
You can never stop learning in business. That's the main thing. Once you sort of stop learning or want to learn, that's when business sort of goes downhill. Because the economy now is ever changing.
Yep.
So.
And you don't do online much.
Yeah, we eventually we get onto that online. You can purchase online. Like I think you can now. However,
your presence is more of a face-to-face experience.
Yes. I think that you cannot take away from this industry, and also that also work against us.
Yeah.
Because everybody come right now is I want it, I have it now. That mentality, but because of what growing, how the society getting, people still wanting that relationship, wanting that sit down experience, wanting that connection, the interaction.
Yep. The understanding of what they're trying to achieve at the end of the day.
Yeah, like your friend. Yeah. Man, even AI, you can talk to them right now. They can reply to you, right?
Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
there you go. You see down. But then sometimes I need to talk to someone. I need to lay it out on my chest. And you got to be that person. You can't be cookie cutter.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vinny, what do you do to de-stress?
Huh.
What's your weekends look like?
Sunday is, I call them Emma Day with my wife.
Yeah,
so
Emma Day.
Whatever she want to do, I do it.
Love it.
I think at the moment now, because the business is my priority, so mostly is working a lot because I don't want the priority.
Yep.
However, my I guess me time is always go to the gym and hit the sauna, because daily job is that talks a lot.
Yeah, sauna is the best. That is my favourite place when I go to the gym.
Yeah, because
I rarely use the equipment. I just go sit in the sauna and I can go up to 40 minutes and walk out.
Yeah, because you
feel
talk
good.
a lot.
Yeah.
You three of us, but your me time is I guess you absorb your thinking, because that's you can't take away.
No, that's very important. Otherwise, you get stuck in this rut of constantly working and what's the word for it? I lost the word. When you work so much
On the treadmill. I don't know.
On the treadmill, not on the treadmill.
Like a cycle.
Like a cycle.
The mouse wheel.
Yeah, and then you just... I lost the word now.
Yeah,
Forget about this section.
The wheels are turning, the wheels are spinning,
yeah.
and they're not hitting the ground.
No, they're not.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's on day long your energy high, you talk to people and everything. But I think you got to reflect on what you do, what right, what wrong. Because I always say you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your priorities for the week, not just yourself, but your family, your business
Yep.
views, how you're going to achieve it, how you start, where you go, what's the end of the week going to look like, what's
Yep.
Christmas going to look like, and like any other self-employed person, it's usually crumbling in on yourself, I would say, around Christmas. You either have no clients, nothing, or all at once.
Oh, it's so good to. I think some of that is always good to say what you know and what you can say no to.
Yep.
Because I learned it from a good friend of mine. And when you say yes to a lot of things, you say no to yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I learned that slowly now. What's yes and what's no. So yeah, business can get a lot because I think business we always yes a lot of people think of the outside business we always taking.
Though we're doing great because we're doing videos.
Yeah.
You know, we're purchasing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
On the outside.
the outside is all about giving, right? You're giving your time to your client. You're giving your time to your, your potential, whatever that is, right? You're always giving, and you always. And I think I said it to everyone that run business. You always give more than you take.
Yes.
But then you got to know where you give, where to cut line.
Yeah. And when to take.
It's tough.
Yeah, you have to ask for help. That's a big one, and that's something I've definitely learnt as well. And whether it's picking up the phone to your friend or accountant, or picking up the phone to Vinnie, this is what's happening. That time alone, that processing of what needs to happen, and saying no. Or do I say yes to this? Do I say no to this? Linda, help. Is this a good business structure?
Yes.
Is it going to be worth me saying yes to this now and sucking it up for a little while because it's going to be a great yes here?
Yes.
But it's understanding it, figuring out if that's right, and that's your downtime to go, man, do I do this? Do I invest?
Yeah. Sometimes my wife would, blame and angry with it because sometimes I'm not present 100%. Your head is. Because when I'm out of work, when I'm not when I'm not Oscar Hunt, or when I'm not tailoring or whatnot, or business mindset, I'm kind of a dreaming kind of guy.
You're to La La Land.
I'm a lot of time I'm in La La Land with my wife, which I need to fix that. Because my wife, we're talking, I'm like, sorry, what did you say again?
Vinny, I told you 4 times.
Yeah, I told you 4 times.
Yep.
I've been ordering this. I don't drink sparkling water. Yeah, and you're like, oh yes. So yeah.
Oh, young love.
Bad.
You work through it.
Oh yeah. We've been married for 8 years now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Touch wood.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Linda, you're pending a marriage soon too.
September next year.
Oh wow.
It's all happening.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful times. What does Emma? Can we ask about Emma?
Oh, Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely Emma.
Yeah.
She worked as a dental assistant in a dental company called Dental Boutiques. And she assists this lovely dentist. Her name is Chow, Dr. Chow. Yeah, and amazing.
Good on her. That's a hard job.
It is.
Well, yeah, it's her job, but they work really well.
Yep.
They love each other.
Oh, that's nice.
Sometimes I'm jealous.
Her work life.
Yeah, her work wife, basically.
She knows that she doesn't have sparkling water. Is that right?
Yeah. Sometimes Chow know Emma than I am. But when she go to work, I know she in good hands. She good company.
That's nice.
Because she used to hate her what she does a lot.
Yeah.
That doesn't put her in the right mindset. Yeah.
So who cooks at home then? Who does the meals?
What do you cook?
I confidently I do more cooking.
Yep.
At home.
What's your signature dish?
You're veg, yeah?
Yeah, I'm Viet.
Yeah.
I'm half Viet Chinese. Yeah.
So I love fried paper roll.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the sauce that
Yeah.
make or break. So I love that stuff. Yeah, it's just easy to
Easy
cook.
stuff. Yeah.
It's fresh, you lot vegetable. Yeah, that's my go-to. Like,
That's healthy. That's a really good go-to, actually.
yeah.
So your romantic night with Emma is roast paper rolls?
Man, now you make me feel guilty because we don't have a lot of that.
Oh,
We don't have a lot of romantic night.
I think you need to schedule one now.
Yeah, that I think she understands. I hope she understands. But I think it's you go through life, and the priority is different every time, right? There's one time it's Emma's priorities, now it's work priorities, and I think it's give and take in a relationship.
I can attest such and understand that. When you're running your own business, like my partner and I run our own businesses. We actually went away on a weekend away to a eco cabin. On top of a hill of someone's farm. Our reception was horrible. Our Wi-Fi was horrible. No one can reach us. It was great.
Best thing ever.
It was the best thing ever to refresh and
Yeah.
not recoup, but you have that mindset reset again.
Stepping away from it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually taking the time to do it because when you're a business owner, you have the cycle.
Yes.
And sometimes when you want to have a break, you can't because you've got a whole batch of new clients that you have to see, or you've got networking events, so you can't physically go away. So you have to mentally put the mindset and book something.
Yes. So Emma does all that. Emma booked the
Dear
holidays.
Emma. He'll be free between this date and this date.
it's tough because when you're married and also when you're together, you always think she's the top priority, and yes, she always is. And from time to time, because we need to you're sort of building the house business, you got to build foundation, and you cannot build by just sitting in the showroom, send a couple of emails, and expecting Oscar Hunt.
Yeah.
Oscar Hunt is great. We've been for 14 years. You can't do that.
No.
And no one will come because of.
Yeah, you have to do
Be
different things.
proactive for the first few years and really go hard, and then it eases up, doesn't it?
Yep.
And then it's a shift of change, shift of energy.
Yes.
Where you put it, we can give more time to Emma and.
Yes. So we go on holiday for Christmas. That's on Emma.
Nice.
Where are you off to?
Yeah, we visit back to Vietnam, visit
Nice.
families, and we travel different city in Vietnam. And she take the wheel during holiday.
Oh, I love it.
I'm just a passenger.
Does that feel good though? Just to chill out while she takes control?
She take control when it's come to holidays. I'll take control when it's back on holidays.
The 9 to 5.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
Love that, yeah.
Anything else? Vinny, because obviously we'll chop and change some of this, but is there anything else you'd like us to share? Any statement that you want to say?
I guess, so what's your challenging right now in terms of business?
Oh, challenges.
Yeah.
Just the one?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, what's your biggest challenge right now?
People. I think people. So at the moment, business is growing, right?
Yes.
Doing a lot of videos and SEO and Facebook. People are finding me, which is great. I'm onboarding them. The struggle is always having or wanting to have employees to come and work that have the same vibe or the same positive attitude. It's more than just a job. What we have here is a family. Everything that we do is teamwork. It's family, run and own. It's not just you do your job and you head home.
Yes.
That's it. You have to care.
You have to care.
And that's what is lacking in people these days, or wanting to work. They don't care.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like they don't understand why they're doing their job. They're just getting paid to do tasks. But it's so much bigger than that. I think we've spoken about that a few times. You know, if you're working for someone, you want to be living and breathing because that's what they pay you almost. You're not like outside of work or crazy stuff, but they're investing in you to invest in them, to run the business. And if you're successful, they're successful, and it works really well together.
Right.
But it's building, it's getting the right people to believe in your dream.
And in most businesses, you can do offshore. You can actually hire people offshore to help you do the work that appreciates the work for them.
Yeah,
And they know the stuff. Challenges in business. It stems from three things. Sales, challenges in getting more clients, challenges in having the right people work for you, and then thirdly, the challenge of having money left over in your pocket so you have... Because as you know, as a business owner, you do a lot of all the good things, but then there's nothing left in the kitty left for you because you pay, as a business owner, you pay everyone else above yourself or before yourself.
Yeah. Where I think Oscar Hunt Brisbane, where we are right now, is I think we are growing.
Yeah.
The challenge always, we want to, I guess, scale. We want to get one more person in the showroom. The challenge is, yes, same thing with you. You know, someone that care, someone that have the drive. But that also come back to the industry as well. So Queensland tailoring is not a very, well known, and I can't blame some, people where they might like tailoring, they might like the idea of it, but for them to consider it as a career, it's tough because let's just say Oscar Hunt doesn't work out, right? There's not many brands out there that you can get in, and also you can.
It's a pretty unique talent.
Yeah.
It is an art that's not as practiced anymore. Like,
yeah.
Really?
That sells a lot of companies, a lot of good brand up here. Yeah, there are a few good brand as well that I know them personally. But apart from that, it's a tough industry to get in and also make a living of it. Yeah.
hence the events.
Hence the event, and also from my point of view is when we have someone on board, and I'm hiring right now. Where we can grow together.
What do you look for? What are you looking for uniquely, personality-wise? You could say driven, but do they have to be a bit creative? Like, do you want a student? Do you want to mentor someone? Like, how does that look for you, Vinny?
I think we're looking for someone that, first of all, love, what we do, tailoring-wise. They love the industry. They love I guess, first with the idea of it. But second of all, it's most like me, right? You want to grow out of it, and you can see yourself doing it for a long time. And you go back home, you're like, this is the only thing I have. And that is very scary to someone that haven't been, you don't know what it look like, right? So, and that's always come back from also the company, whether we're taking care of them, whether we can provide them a platform and provide them a living.
Yep.
To be serious and driving the business as well.
And successful in what they do.
Yes, because it's not the market is not very forgiving.
You get one shot.
Yeah, you do.
So M&N.
So,
Yeah.
So how do people find you, Vinny? What are your socials that we could put up on the Speak Now website?
Yeah.
Share it with everyone that we may know. And do you have anything special on offer, or you want to offer to our viewers if they do get in contact with you?
Yes, yeah.
So you can find me on social Instagram. If you type in Oscar Hunt _Vinny, you can find my face there. Website for these two. My phone numbers there as well. Say for the next I think from now to say December, if you get anything from me, I'm happy to give 10% off.
Okay.
Uh,
Love to share that in our newsletter for next month.
and maybe a bit more generous here. So let's say 10 person that contact you guys asking about me, I'm happy to do them a complimentary shirt.
High five.
Say 10 shirt. I don't
Thank
know.
you.
So 10 shirts. So if they contacting you asking my name,
Done.
book them in. We make them 10 shirts complimentary. But yeah.
All right, done.
Yes.
We'd love to support your brand. I know you're a great guy. We've worked each other
Yeah.
just recently. Have a lot of similar connections.
Yes.
The value that you add, I think, is really great with the community. So thank you, and we'd love to sponsor and offer that to you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. In my mindset is, if you guys, you both do well, my client do well, I do well, right? So apart from suits, apart from beautiful garment services, please let me know what I can contribute to your businesses. And from there we grow. And yeah, that's been my mindset to day one. Yes.
Love it. Thank you, Vinny, for your time. We do appreciate
you.
it. It's great to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Really, really pleasure experience.
Thank you, Linda.